on this. I think one of the most important pieces that Performance of People helped us with is actually, you started out by saying FatFace is a kind of a funky brand and whatever, and actually what we spent quite a bit of time with, which you guys helped us with, is really around, what is FatFace? How does our customer view us? Because some of our customers still see us as that surf brand, in Cornwall and whatever.
Yeah.
Other customers we have only shops at sale, and they only, so we spent quite a lot of time, or certainly you guys spent quite a lot of time finding some really valuable insight. And actually, you spent that same time with senior leaders in our business, which, actually that also bridged the gap of, how do we view our service? Where do we view our brand? And I think that's where the pillars are born from. So, this is our map. It kind of, breaks up the service journey for a customer into 4 pillars. And we just talked through, we spent a good 4 or 5 hours with Mike and his team going through, what do we want our explicit standards to be? Do we want every customer to go in the fitting room? Well, we do, because we know that when our customers go in the fitting room, we convert 80% of the people that go into our fitting room, so that's a key point for us. And so we spent quite a bit of time with Mike and his team just kind of going through each of the things in terms of, what do we want the fond farewell to feel like, the balance between embracing technology and doing that whole data capture exercise that retailers are, really wanting to explore it, in this day and age, with still making it feel like a very sociable, these people are guests in our home kind of experience. And that's where the 4 pillars were broken up to, is literally the 4 stages of how and when you interact with the customer. And we spent quite a bit of time really nailing the explicit standards.
Yeah.
10,000 of our FatFace customers said they wanted from us. So this customer journey is about what they want, not about what we want. What was important to them, when they come into our store, what do they want to experience? So this was all around what our customer wants. It is tailored around what the customer wants to see. It is simple, it's impactful. When we first piloted, which we piloted in Scotland, we did a 2-day training session and coaching session with 25 managers, and it was absolutely brilliant. It really, really was. And the biggest thing that they walked away knowing is actually how to approach a customer. When you come into our store, and yes, it's still work in progress. We kicked off October last year, the conference. Still work in progress, but the biggest problem was how to approach them nice, but they didn't know the how. This gave them the how. And just to say, from this pilot, we piloted. Everything was quite fast-paced for us, wasn't it?
Just a little bit.
Yeah. We piloted for about 3 months, and in 3 months within Scotland alone lifted its sales by 22.9% versus the rest of the business, and conversion lifted by 12.9%. It was staggering. So the question about how did you get it signed off by the CFO was easy. Absolutely easy. It really was, because you know what? The team believe in it, but not only that, it is what the customer wants. It is the customer's experience, not dictated experience. Come up with fun and innovative ways to actually cascade the customer journey down to our crew. We are a fun brand, we're not a corporate brand, and it was things like book and crew. We had.
So they just created a suite of cascade activities that was all geared around behaviors, around key parts of the pillars. At the time, we were obviously gearing up for Christmas peak, so we pulled out certain elements from the 4 pillars that are even more important at that time, and had the crew build, or had the store managers build what ended up being a suite of cascade activities that they then used in their store Christmas fire-ups and stuff. But I mean, we have genuinely embedded the behaviors as part of our brand language now. On Fridays, we have a behavior recognition, service-only communication piece that goes out to all stores that just recognizes any crew members that are recognized either by customers or by the field team or whatever in these behaviors. We recognize based on the behaviors, and we really don't talk about process much anymore. So we'll reference, in our world, the process is our map, and we'll reference the map. But even in terms of in our relationship now with Performance of People and them doing our video mystery shopping program, we originally set up a program to measure where the percentage of focus was mostly on 60% process and 40 behaviors, and we've just recently made the decision to actually flip it. And now we're the process scores that are going out to stores now on the back of a video mystery shopping round are 60% weighted towards the behaviors, because innately that's the valuable stuff for us.
actually, as time went on and as they saw that it was about the reward, recognition, what you did well, what could you do better, even better, then as time's gone on, they felt a lot more comfortable with that. And they know it's not a stick. We don't talk about, 7% score or whatever. It's about the behaviours.
We spent a lot of, all of our communications all geared around recognizing the top performers. So it is really about dangling the carrot, so there was absolutely trepidation, and we listened, capture the people that we need to go back to, and in most of those cases we've gone back to those people. They're like, I get it now, happy to do that and stuff like that. But that's where we took the field team on a similar journey so that they could really have speak to people as individuals and address those concerns.
So it's been a success then?
Real success. We've got a Facebook crew, which all crew within the brand share it, and there is not a day goes by that these behaviours aren't spoken about, and it is absolutely fabulous. And the biggest thing I think is just it's easy and the how to do it, and then the recognition and the sustainability piece is a really big piece, because what we didn't just do is those 2 days and bam, we did those 2 days, and then every single month we're living and breathing, every single week we're doing some form of recognition. We've got a recognition programme and then VMS, and the VMS is really important. The visual mystery shop for us isn't about the score, it's about the behaviours, and it's about what did that crew member do well and what could they have done even better, and the continuing begin fast coaching that we've done with you guys has been phenomenal.